What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to ShutlipsTV. I'm Alamide Salau, better picking with better voice. It's so sad that proactive actions have been taken by U.S. missions and other Western, missions based in Nigeria as regards the security, crisis we're facing in the country. However, our own government's initial reaction to this was denial, which is their default mood. And later they keep reassuring us that there's nothing wrong and we should all be calm and all. But the US missions have alerted their own, citizens in Nigeria about an impending attack in Abuja, on the nation's capital, Abuja. But then, that they should be very careful about, some states in Nigeria, especially the federal capital. But our governments, are just, going about their businesses, acting like this intelligence is not important. Knowing that, according to residents, in Abuja, 30 persons have been abducted so far this year. Also, remember in July this year that the Kuje Correctional Center in Abuja was raided, where over 800 inmates were released into the society, where 64 of them are suspected terror members. Now, we are on the street now. We're going to be getting Nigerians, feedback on the issue that do they believe that the coming election is the reason for this impending attack on the nation's capital? We're going to be listening to their reasons why they believe in this. So, listen to what Nigerians have to say on the question of today. Let's do this. Foreign missions in Nigeria have alerted of an impending attack on the nation's capital, but the government keep assuring us that there's no need to panic. The question we're asking is, do you believe that, the reason for this is because of the 2023 coming election?
No, I do believe the insecurity has been a thing of Nigerian, and we've had issues trying to curb it. But then I clearly think President Buhari is not doing enough. Because if other people have to tell him that he has issues inside, then he's clearly not doing his job. And these are things that have handled the Nigerian populace very badly. People have died. People have gone for meaningful stuff of their lives, and they just die. And there's no remorse. There's no compassion, and there's no way that the president is showing that he wants to curb these things. There's no new apparatus, nothing that is new that we have not seen before. So it's not the election. The election is another ball game on its own. But then the president is not showing that he's fit to rule this country. Now he's in UK, the same UK that have been speaking shit about Nigerians. Sorry, this is Steve. And it's crazy. If you can let the people who talk bad about your people, you go there as it's hard to say. The insecurity is a thing, it's recurring, yeah, and we are not doing enough. That's it.
I don't believe so.
Okay, why do you say so?
Because this has been going on for a while now, before the coming election of next year. So I don't believe it's anything related to that. Yeah, I don't believe it. And the thing is, even our government needs to do something about it, because this thing has been going on for a while and they're not doing anything. So those people feel like, yes, they are not doing anything, so they can now do more. Do you get? It's so annoying. Kidnapping everywhere. Nobody is even saving. Even your own home, you are not safe. It's annoying. That's my own take on it.
Yes, it's related to the coming election.
Okay, why do you say so, sir?
Because we know our politicians in Nigeria are very corrupt.
Okay.
and most of them want to do anything it takes to win. Now look at when Buhari was about to become a president. We know there was this kidnapping and some of stuff coming on. So the blame was on Goodluck Jonathan. So probably someone else is also doing the same thing to put blame so that they can also come and take over, with giving us the belief that they are going to stop all these things.
I don't believe it's related to the coming election. I just believe that we've just had bad government ever since, and it's just like the result of what we are facing now. Because you will not say, because we have other attacks like flooding and the dollar is rising, is affecting everybody. In fact, not everybody can afford a lot of things. So I don't just believe that it's because of the coming election. In fact, this coming election, some of us, like me, it's just like a saving grace. Like I'm just waiting for it. Let me know if Nigeria will change. But the thing is that we've had bad government for a very, very long time. And we cannot wait for this election to come for at least let there be changes.
Yes, it is. It is related because we've had series of attacks like that. Pending the time that we have elections, and in the past, even in 2019, of course, we had attacks in Abuja. So I think it's actually related. So yeah, I believe it's related. And if we don't nip it in the bud, many lives will be lost. If the U.S. government, could tip us off that something like that is going to happen, I think our security agencies, they need to just step up and and ensure the protection of the lives of Nigerians. So I believe it is actually related, and something has to be done about it.
I'm not really sure if it's related to the election because these kind of things have been happening. So maybe some people might think it's because of the election and the Xmas stuff like that. But this has been a constant thing that has been happening. So I'm not sure it's related to the election.
It's kind of related because remember when Goodluck president, our former president Goodluck Jonathan was our president then, it was this same thing that happened. They kind of I don't know how to say it now, but this same thing happened when he was in power before it was brought down to Buhari, and the same thing is about to happen again. So for me, I think it's related to all this politic what's it called now? So it's kind of related, of course.
Come to think of it, do you know that the attack and killing is not just now? This happened since the days of Boko Haram, back during Jonathan. So, and I don't want to say too much because it's security for Saha. But to my own belief, I believe those people, they are, for example, me sending an errand and I'm telling you, retreat, retreat. Like we're like, I can't. The deed has been done from Boko Haram to Esmond. So you know how it is. So from election to election, it will keep happening.
I don't think it's related to coming election. Because even when there's no election, all these sort of things are happening. This is Nigeria. So we just wake up every morning and expect something new. So I'm not surprised. It's just that it should just stop. Anyhow it want to stop. Or you get so but the election should just go smoothly and fair. You get they should just do the right thing. I'm not even not about any party or anybody particular person. So far there is change from what we are seeing now. You get so for me the whole thing is stressful for me. You get so an average Nigeria we are suffering. Uh, so they should just find a way whether it's because of the election or not because of the election. It should just stop because it has not gotten to our side, but people are suffering it. You get they just kidnap at the other day. One of my friend, he was among. You get they're now calling to donate money. What if they lose the money, almost 10 million naira, and the person did not come out alive, or even though the person come out alive, or out of the trauma after the whole stuff? You get all those kind of things. So they should just stop.
Yes, the attacks to the best of my knowledge, I think is relating to the coming elections because most times you know that all these politicians, I'm not judging anybody, but the truth remains that some of them are not coming out with clean hands. And as such, they are asked to do either one form of rituals or the other. All of a sudden, 7 people will be missing in Ekiti State. All of a sudden, they will enter into the Catholic Church and blow people's head off. So we've equally been hearing of kidnaps, rapes, different issues happening all over the country. So even our country, Nigeria, we don't have a stable economy. The country itself is not stable, and the people coming into power, most of them are not coming with clean hands. So they have to do one form of rituals to perhaps put them on that seat. If not, why are we going to be looking for 7 people that will just disappear? If not, why will people be going on the road and get kidnapped? If not, why will people enter vehicles and they won't come out? And those ones that are able to come out with their lives will come and testify of all the evils that have been happening. So only God will save us in this Nigeria. Nigeria needs help.
No,
Okay, why do you say so?
because you see, this crime of a stuff here in Nigeria happening. Yeah, it's related to the government, and it's also not related to the government because they like this guy they just arrested a month ago, the kidnapper. He wasn't working with government, so that is just a personal thing. As in, he works everywhere, not even only in Nigeria. So he works everywhere, but the government are still criminals and the citizens are still everybody is a criminal in Nigeria. If they catch you right then now you be the main thief. But even you be thief, me I be thief, all of us be thief. If they catch you now you be the main thief.
I believe it's the coming election
Okay, why do you say so?
because whenever elections are coming, we have so many killings, so many kidnapping, bad news, all sort of things in Nigeria. So I think for me, oh, if I have my way, I will leave the country because Nigeria is not safe. Even when you talk about the health care, the hospital, it's not even well, it's not encouraging. People are dying, a lot of things are happening. It's not encouraging.
No, I don't believe it is.
Why do you say so?
Well, actually, because even before the election gets closer like this, we have been hearing about a lot of attacks. Although the media is not covering a lot of them, and I think the media is doing a lot of injustice to the current situation now, and they want to do that so as to make it affect the election and channel it towards their end. So attacks generally it has been happening in different places, but maybe because it's just the rural areas or not to people who are very influential, so it's not coming online. We're not seeing social media, so that's why many people think it's because of the election. To me, I think it's not because of the election at all.
Of course,
Okay,
I
why do you
believe
say
that
so?
is because I know that all these our presidency, all these top people, they are the one that is they are the one that is in charge of all these things because you cannot tell me that they don't know about all this. They knew about all these terrorists. They are the one that even equipped them for all this kind of thing.
No, it's not because of the coming election because we have been facing this issue like some century ago,
Okay.
killing before the election sef. But what I studied there is that this country we just have to try our best, work in hands, vote for good leadership that can help us in this country because this country can still good more than the way we expect. Especially this in Ghana, they do a lot of more than this in Ghana, but actually they tried in Ghana more than before the government just help their situation. But my own belief that God will also this country will soon be okay to my own view. That's what I have to say.
I don't really say. I can't predict because what is going on in Nigeria is our politicians. They are the problem of this country. You understand me? They know what is going on. You understand me? Somebody budgets 100 billion naira to design money where students are at home over 8 months. You can see what is going on.
Yes, I think so, because there was no kidnapping 2021, but during to the coming election, things have been changing, kidnapping, stealing of money, people are dying anyhow. So I think maybe it's related to the election.
I don't really know because to me, I don't really, I don't have interest in politics. But whatever that goes on in our country today, yes, it's related to, I mean, election because I see that whenever we have upcoming election, things begin to happen unlike the way it should be. So it's related. It is.
Well, I can't really answer maybe it is or it's not because we Nigerians were always relating situations to probably what's going on. So most of us might say it's related, maybe sacrifice whatever, maybe the accident that is happening, the riots in most states, the flood and all that. So they might relate it to the election.
No, it's not related to the coming election because there has been insecurities in Nigeria, and not because of the 2023 election that makes it. Some persons might think, oh, maybe due to the election and all that, that is where there has been so many insecurities. There has been insecurities in Nigeria for long, but it's been alarming that even the international have then noticed it. So they just noticed it. So since they've been aware, that is why the news is so rampant. Yeah.
Probably, I would not say that I believe, and I would not say I did not believe, because it has come to notice that every year ahead of election, such attacks occur, and moreover, we have been having terrorist attack over and over. So I can't say it's ahead of election.
I can't really say because a lot of things has been happening. It's not today, before the election or before the previous election and even before the next election. So the issue of Nigeria, it has been right from the onset, and we are trying our possible best to make sure we put Nigeria in a better place. So that's how the youth now, they're all standing out, coming out, standing out tall to make sure they vote the right person in. It doesn't really matter whether it's Peter Obi or Atiku or Tinubu. The issue is that God should just put the right person on the seat and make Nigeria a better place, and make Nigeria a better place like the former president Yaradua, because he's the only president I've ever put a smile into multiple people faces in Nigeria. So we just want somebody like that man. So also God should just surprise us with a president like Yaradua. God should just give us the right president so that Nigeria will be a better place, because we are known to be loving people and peaceful people. We like associating everywhere. We all ever known in the world for our good characters and our talent, and so I believe Nigeria will be a better place. That's one.
There you have it. You've heard from the mouth of Nigerians. And while some persons believe that it's totally unrelated, some of the opinion that of course it's related, because looking at the history of Nigerian election, every time an election year is about to come, series of abnormalities usually come up. Well, what is most annoying to us is the fact that if foreign countries can alert their citizens of an impending, attack on the nation's capital, I don't understand why the government is taking this with levity. Even if it's not even going to happen, what about preparing ahead for anything that could happen? I mean, that's the job of security officers and the government, protecting lives and properties of Nigerians. Apparently, the government has failed us, and it shows that they are still going to fail us. Maybe it's because their term is about to expire, and that's why they feel that it is none of their business. Well, I want to implore everybody, your security is not your responsibility. Make sure that you're always protected and be suspicious at all times, because anything can happen. We are putting a question to you. So do you think the coming election is the reason for the impending attack on the nation's capital? Drop your answer for us on the comment section. We'd like to always hear from you. Thank you for watching all our videos. To get more interesting and fun content like this, do not forget to subscribe and also follow us on our various socials, Facebook and Instagram at ShutlipsTV. Also, we have an anonymous platform where you can go to share real life experiences and connect with people who have been in similar situations like yourself. Just go to www.shutlips.com. Sign up to the platform is completely easy and 100% free. This is ShutlipsTV. I'm Olamide Salau, better making better voice. To become away next time, do stay safe.